Howdy. It's Cloudy. Go back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my past video, make sure you check out my past video. And leave some stuff down in the comments below, like what stuff you think I should watch, bro. Everything Marvel and DC, you feel me? And also, if you think I should put something else on this channel apart from Marvel and DC stuff, which is superhero stuff, you know, superhero and villains. If you think it's something else I should react to on this channel to have like a second, you know what I'm saying? Then let me know that as well, you know what I'm saying? I'll always have open ears for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for letting me bring these videos to y'all. You feel me? I appreciate y'all for coming back. Today, you got a video from Everything Always. Avengers Doomsday, first official trailer, leak description, and breakdown.
Depending on what app you opened this morning or where you clicked first, you probably saw the breaking news everywhere, spreading like wildfire across social media, a leaked description of this first trailer and which character it specifically focuses on. That's right, one character
ROGERS,
for the whole first teaser trailer, none other than the unannounced and unconfirmed Steve Rogers Captain America.
I heard each trailer is supposed to be about one specific character. Like, I guess each trailer is gonna, pretty much what I'm saying is each trailer is gonna show the main character. Like, each trailer is gonna be about the main character in the movie. So the first one gonna be Steve Rogers. Why? Because he's one of the main characters in the movie. One of the main POVs we're gonna be getting in the movie. The second trailer is gonna be another character, because they're gonna be another point of view. We gotta understand there's gonna be a lot of characters in this movie, but they have to choose what point of view, what POV we gonna see the story from. You know what I'm saying? And if there's hella superheroes and villains, or just hella superheroes, you know what I'm saying, they gonna want to show more than just one. So they gotta select at least like 4 or 5, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? To kind of show the point of view from, to write the story from that point of view, you know? So I'm actually excited for this, only because each trailer is going to be different, which means we're going to get new trailers for the same movie, bro. I'm always happy with that, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm not happy about is it's stuck behind the paywall, bro.
Just coming from the normal rumor mill sources, this was confirmed less than 2 hours ago via Twitter from the most trusted of industry insider sources. We're going to talk about exactly what Daniel RPK said, what the leaked description for this trailer is, and then add the general context of how these 4 trailers are going to work, which other characters they're going to focus on, and why Marvel Studios is doing it this way. We're breaking it all down. This latest leaked description and confirmation that Steve Rogers is back and the subject of the first Avengers Doomsday trailer. But first, okay, so a lot of this started showing up late last night, but Daniel Rickman weighed in first thing this morning, so let's work our way backwards with his latest tweet. Quote, okay, so since Marvel is revealing it themselves, I can also tell you that the first teaser is Steve Rogers focused and his return is confirmed. The reason is to establish him as a lead character in Avengers Doomsday. And I want to be clear, I'm not trying to be negative here. I've heard good things about the movie. It's just that, personally...
If Steve Rogers is the main character of this movie, one of the main characters, or one of the main characters, you know what I'm saying? Which Captain America do y'all think is going to be, bro? Because the one that went back in time and chilled with Peggy, that Captain America was worthy to use the hammer, right? At the time, I guess you could say. So if it's any other past Captain Americas, bro, he wouldn't have the hammer. So I'm guessing they're going to use the one with the hammer, because they're going to be like, bro, we're not going to just give him the hammer and then he doesn't use it in the other movies. You know what I'm saying? So expect to see a lot of shit with him and the hammer, bro. With him and Milnor. We know Dr. Doom is going to be going after the people who cause incursions. At least that's what's been the main leak type info we've been getting about the main story of the Avengers Doomsday, is him stopping incursions.
It's just that personally, I'm not a huge fan of this decision. Bringing Steve back, fine. Making him the focus alongside RDJ's Doom, that's kind of ugh. And he goes on to express himself and share that he's really, again, not trying to poo-poo on the movie in any way or bring it down or be negative. He's just trying to be honest about his reaction to the fact that it's one thing to bring back RDJ as Doom, but now you're bringing back Steve Rogers as well, and I get it. It sort of undercuts any of the agency or importance of any of the multiverse saga if we're literally hitting the rewind button and picking up exactly where we left off with Avengers Endgame.
Or at least maybe he's saying, like, I think they should just make a movie with Peggy and Steve Rogers about him being in that timeline. I really do, bro. They should have been dropping movies before Avengers Doomsday, bro. They could have dropped the Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers movie that leads up to the Avengers Doomsday, him getting chased by Dr. Doom in that timeline, and him. That could have been one of the movies that went into Avengers Doomsday. They could have made a whole script about him being with Peggy Because I'm pretty sure they would have had a whole entire life. He would have been on hella missions because he still would have been in the army, I think, when he went back in time to go see Peggy. I think during that time, his Steve Rogers was in the military at the time. I believe so. Or maybe he got stuck in the ice at the time. And maybe when he went back, he just, he went back before he decided to go and take that shit in the ice, Like, bro, they could have did so much with it, but they could have let me make the script.
We do have a leaked description of this first trailer in full, and what I would say is while the leak itself isn't coming from a specific industry insider, they've basically all corroborated the exact same subject matter. So the description may be, one or two details to the left or right, depending on who's writing it. But the fact that industry insiders have now come out to say, yep, that's what the first trailer is, it's all about Steve Rogers, gives it a lot more credence. That being said, normal spoiler warning, take everything with a grain of salt, but if this is somehow going to ruin your Avengers Doomsday trailer, we've got like 48 hours before it's in theaters internationally. Just take that as you will, and if you want to, back out now. Damn. The description goes like this. Steve Rogers arrives at his home, the one we see in Endgame. He hops off of his motorcycle and places his helmet on his bike, then walks towards the house. Other descriptions of the trailer have indicated that you don't see that it's his face, you just see the bike and the house. It's assumed it's him, but you don't actually see his reveal until we see a shot of Steve Rogers holding his Endgame suit, almost as if he's gonna suit up again. And then another shot of him holding his baby and smiling. The trailer cuts to black and we see Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. The trailer ends with...
He had a baby? There's this show that I watched when I was a little bit younger. I think it was called The Young Avengers. It was like, if I remember, I'm gonna put it up, bro. But it was like the kids of the Avengers, bro. Is the baby that he have that kid in that animated show?
Now, on top of that description, we're also getting sort of leaked context where each one of these trailers will focus on a specific character until the fourth trailer, which will be a full teaser trailer. Guys, of all the things I have gripes with, and trust me, I am not pleased that they're going to paywall 4 trailers and I now have 4 tickets to go see Fire and Ash over the next 4 weekends.
Bro got the bread, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shoot me a ticket, dog. You know what I'm saying? I want to go see the trailers too, you feel me? But I'm not gonna buy 4 tickets to see these trailers, bro. And the cool part about it, I'm letting y'all know right now, a lot of y'all saying like, bro, people gonna just post it online. Bro, Disney is going to sue y'all, bro. I'm telling you. Just don't do it. I advise y'all to not even do it, Because I do understand some people like, bro, this could be my moment right now, you know what I'm saying? The moment where I can break, you know what I'm saying? Where I can get out of my situation, I feel it, I feel you on that. Trust me, I feel you on it, but I react to this shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't think I would have, come on now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want none of y'all to get sued or anything like that, bro. So y'all be careful putting that shit online, you know what I'm saying? If y'all do put it online, y'all be careful. I don't want y'all getting sued for money y'all don't even have, you know what I'm saying?
I have no problem with this.
Because I'm pretty sure Disney would do that, bro.
Everyone's going to be hyped for it, but there's going to be way more questions than there are answers, and they're not giving too much away at all. And if you guys follow my channel...
They already having trouble, bro. They spend so much money on these Avatar movies, bro. The first 2 movies, bro. They have to make the money back for this 3rd movie, bro. And I know people been seeing like, oh, they're going to go bankrupt. It's like, bro, they're not, bro. This is business. But it's still like it's a lot of money lost that they don't want to lose. And how you gonna be mad at them for not wanting to lose that? Nigga, they using the Avengers Doomsday trailers to help boost ticket sales for Avatar. Is low-key smart as hell. I gotta be the first people to ever put a trailer behind a paywall on purpose.
My biggest gripe has been Marvel feeling pressure to give too much away. And I know part of the way that they've decided that they want to combat leaks and rumors is to reveal some of the biggest stuff up front. You think about the Marvel of old during the Infinity Saga, they would have not announced Hugh Jackman returning for Deadpool and Wolverine. They would have tried to keep that a secret to the film. They would have never announced Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doom. And I know some people have pointed out maybe they thought they couldn't keep those things a secret, and that's some truth to that because Hollywood is very small, and we're talking about some of the biggest names and actors. Somebody somewhere would have found out. But taking a page out of Sony's book, it wouldn't have been the end of the world if those had been the focus of quote-unquote leaks. But if you guys want my honest take as to why Marvel Studios is doing it this way, 4 different trailers, 1 character per, it's because of how much they can and can't reveal as it pertains to the storyline for moments they want to have in the films. Obviously,
bro, I don't even, bro, no, it's not that, bro, because if that was the case, they could have still dropped it online. Granted, maybe if they dropped it online, it's more privy to more leaks coming out, like about other stuff or people putting stuff together, or so them putting it in theaters kind of minimizes the theories that could pretty much leak the script, you know what I'm saying? Because there's people out there with good theories like myself, you know what I'm saying, that pretty much just told y'all the whole script, And what if them putting it in theaters minimizes, like I said, minimizes that happening? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play, I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to work on that, like trying to see everything from as many perspectives as I can, you know what I'm saying? So I can understand the situation a little bit better, I've been teaching myself that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to do it or I have to do it. I just like to do it, because I like to understand everything if I can, you know what I'm saying? It makes me smarter. So that's what I think they might be doing, bro. Maybe that might be the reason why they doing it, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, when things get dropped online, bro, it's just a ripple effect, a domino effect of a bunch of other things coming out, especially with AI now. Bro, AI will probably see that trailer and then make 19 other trailers or make a damn near 3-hour movie based off that one trailer.
See Steve Rogers return, and it's going to ask a lot more questions than it's going to answer. And I suppose that's going to happen with the next 3 or 4 trailers, because the big questions we've got, like why does Victor Von Doom look like RDJ? What is Victor Von Doom's plan? How did Steve Rogers get wrapped up in all of this? Why is he back? It's substantially easier for them as storytellers to not address this kind of stuff in the trailer, leave it completely open-ended, and then start answering it on film in the context of the story.
Bro, it would have been easier if they made
and that is why, to me, they've decided to go this route. Look, if it were anybody else, I think my questioning would be a little bit stronger as to their MO here, and I've been pretty public on the channel saying that I'm not really sure Marvel can screw this up. They definitely pulled something I did not see coming from a mile away. You rewind to a month ago, I was saying, don't trip, they're going to put the trailers on YouTube for sure. Turns out they're not.
Bro, we all
they
thought
decided
that.
to go that route. But as the silver lining that we pointed out yesterday is, we're going to have about 6 minutes of Avengers Doomsday footage a year out from the film dropping. Even though it's not in our ideal circumstance, it's still a lot more footage than we would normally have, because we'd have 0 trailers a year out from the film. So I'm not really sure Marvel Studios can screw this up, but what they can screw up, what they have in the past with films during the multiverse saga, where they feel like they needed to bump that box office in the last 2 weeks, they start showing way too much in the TV spots.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this is why they're putting the Avengers Doomsday trailers behind Fire and Ash, bro. This is the reason why they're doing it, bro. Bro, this is a box office cheat code, bro. And I guarantee you, if this end up working really well to help boost sales for Avatar, a lot of other, movie company, they're gonna be doing the same exact thing, bro. Guaranteed. Putting shit behind a paywall.
Regardless of the leaks here and there, we really don't know what's going on in this movie, why Robert Downey Jr. is back as Dr. Doom, what Dr. Doom's plan is, and why he wants either Steve Rogers by his side or he's going after Steve Rogers. None of these questions have been answered, and I kind of like the fact that it sounds like they're not planning on answering them anytime soon or giving us too much, even in 4 separate trailers. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, as you always do.
Hey, as long as they explain it very well in these movies, bro, and they don't leave too much out or like skip up, because like I said, it's a lot of characters in this movie, so they have to really pick a few characters that we're getting the point of views from, that we're getting the story from, but then that's still gonna make people question, like, well, what was this nigga doing over here the whole entire time? Are we gonna ever find out what he was doing? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, bro, they really could have been putting out movies before Avengers Doomsday, leading up to Avengers Doomsday. But I think since they was putting all these TV shows out and all that stuff, and then they was like, bro, we gotta, we gotta have a little reboot, revamp everything and clean house. And I think it took them some time, They didn't have to like cancel some stuff and clean house, and maybe they would have had time to actually make these movies and stuff, Maybe they still plan on making these movies and just putting them out after the Avengers Doomsday and placing it in between, just so we can, you know how movies, they'll put out a movie that's in the future and then the second movie will be the movie that's in the past. Just like they do TV shows, like the first season will be in 1998. Then the second season will be in 1996. You like, what the fuck?